What's up, guys? This is going to be a quick video. Um, sorry. What's up, guys? This is going to be a quick video on how to retwist without thinning your dreads. And you might be saying, FreeformPrafet, you freeform. What the fuck do you know about retwist? Well, I know everything about retwist because before I started freeforming, I researched to see what type of dreads I want to get. So, that being said, the act of retwisting, palm rolling, thins out your dreads. Everyone knows this because they notice their dreads getting thinner over the months. Yes, they get longer, but they're also getting really thin. And the difference between you starting out, retwisting your hair, and then you continuing to do it every time you need a retwist or you feel like you need a retwist, it just basically takes all of your strand follicles and pulls them as tight as they can out of your scalp and then twists them together and makes them as thin as possible, the follicle itself, and twists the follicle, and all of that is not good for your hair, and over time it will cause thinning and possibly even balding. But this video is going to show you how to retwist without any thinning, any balding, or any negative effects whatsoever. I understand a lot of people like the retwist look and they just want to look crispy as opposed to having a whole bunch of new growth everywhere like you see I have. I don't mind it at all. And real quick before I get into this, if you have any questions, comment them in this video. Any questions about anything, I'm going to be doing a Q&A next video. So if you guys have any questions, comment them in this video. If they're not getting answered fast enough, keep in mind they're all going to get answered in the video. And that's pretty much it. So yeah, next video is a Q&A. Any questions, ask me anything, comment them on this video. And now what everybody's waiting for. Now, when retwisting, during my method, because I've adopted it from a YouTuber called Coca Butter. She no longer has locks, but when she did have locks, her locks were the thickest on YouTube at the time. So basically, however you have your locks, I have this lock here. As everybody knows, this is a freeform lock, even though it doesn't look that way. And it is, probably my thinnest lock. I have another one over here, but this guy is pretty much joined with a mate. But this one here, I maintain this lock and I maintain this lock for length purposes only, so I could just gauge how long my hair is getting. And I don't let these two congo up with everything else. So no matter what happens in the future, these will not be congoed with the rest of my form. So that being said, this lock used to be this thin, and I noticed it was thin. It was always thin. It always looked like this at the root, and I was just sick of it. And I was upset because I thought it was gonna fall out. I thought I was gonna lose it here when it was this length, but no, kept on growing, kept staying strong. And the reason it did that is because of the method that I used, and which that is whenever I see it's getting too thin or not too thin, or whenever I see I have loose hair around it, don't go all the way to the other side of your head looking for loose hair. Only the loose hair that's around it, so you don't hurt your scalp at all. Take the loose hair and just hold the dread tight, wrap the loose hair around gently. Don't do it too tight. All you're doing is keeping a firm grip on the hair and wrapping all of your loose hairs around the dread all the way down until you can't go anymore, all the way down. And now you can see the dread even looks thicker now. But then I don't stop there, but this is the first method, rolling it all the way down. And then you put on your clips or your freeform, or not freeform, your lock gel or whatever you put in. Just follow your same routine as far as retwist, only just don't twist your hair and don't palm roll it or crochet. Just use your hand to take all of your loose hairs and wrap them around your dread, and you're basically coating your dread in hair, and it's making it thicker. That's what you want to do. And then there's another method. I'm going to unravel this real quick. There's another method, and this is what I use on this dread only. I'll take all of the loose hairs, wrap them all the way down, and you don't want to like two-strand twist. You can two-strand twist, but that's not what I do. I take one dread and I keep it stagnant, and I just roll that all around, and then when I'm done, push it up as far as it can go, all the way to the root, all the way to the root, and then get it as tight as you can without, you feel me, pulling your hair or damaging it. It should not feel like you're retwisting your hair at all. It should feel like you're just basically touching it. And then you'll put a clip like right there so it can stay or whatever. I don't use a clip because I freeform. I just leave it like that, and if it doesn't stay, I just do it again, and over time it strengthens the lock. Over time it all starts to stay in. Don't be worried if it doesn't stay in for the first couple of times. You're just basically training your hair to do this on its own. So all of your new form, all of your new growth that comes in from now on is just going to grow up next to this dread, strengthen it. And then, like I said, you want to use water to get your hair to lock. You want to use water to get this to stay in if you're not using any lock gels, because that'll definitely help longevity. And yeah, it moves from time to time. It's all in how tight you get it, but my hair is Congoed. So what that means is after I sleep on this for a couple of days, it'll just basically be stagnant and not move anyway, and it'll be a permanent retwist. So that's how I maintain this dread. And you might see a lump there, but that's not going to be there. And this method, there's a little scarring on your dread, and what scarring is just basically, it doesn't look like, let me see, a scarred dread, basically you can tell that it's been wrapped or braided. That's a scarred lock. But this doesn't leave that much scarring on your locks, so you will have a uniform lock pattern. And again, you just hold that lock, twist it around all the way down, and you can leave it there if you want, or you can pull it all the way up to the nape. This method of retwisting will not cause thinning at all. This method of retwisting will not cause thinning at all. Yes, this lock is thinner, but that's just because of how much hair is available to me back here. I don't get like huge chunks of hair like up here. So if I were retwisting this lock and taking all of the new growth off this guy and wrapping it around, it will always get way thicker than this lock. So again, this is the only retwisting method that I found that doesn't thin your locks. This is the only retwisting method that I found that is healthy for your hair, or not healthy for your hair, but isn't harmful to your hair, which in turn is healthy for your hair. So that's going to do it for this video. Again, guys, any questions for the Q&A, leave them in this video, comment them here, and any questions about the process, I'll answer that too. And just real quick, make sure that guy's tight. I have here some sea salt spray. You can even spray it a couple of times. And get it all sprayed. Perfect. Just make sure you get it tight, guys. Make sure you pick a way to go, because I just messed this one up going the opposite way. But yeah, make sure you know which way you're going. Like if you're going to do clockwise, Make sure you commit that to memory. I'm doing clockwise on my dreads only, so you don't end up unraveling it over time. And that's pretty much it. This stuff I won't really put in there because it's down here. That shit'll hurt. Got to get some length on it. So yeah, don't retwist anything that'll hurt you or pull on your scalp in another direction or basically make your form feel uncomfortable. That's pretty much going to do it. How to retwist without thinning your dreads. Freeform Profit.